black, no turning round, we're on the attack. Rum in our cups and steel in our hands. The devil's crew, we take what we can. The sea is our kingdom, the storm is our guide. With the waves and the thunder, we're side by side. All ye landlubbers better step aside, for the black flag flies and we're full of pride. Raise the black, raise it high, sing yo ho ho to the sky. Village we plunder, we fight till we die. Raise the black, watch them cry. Yo ho, yo ho, raise the black, raise it high. Yo ho, yo ho, with a storm on our side we fly. Yo ho, yo ho, let the black flags wave. Yo ho, yo ho, we'll send them to their grave. And of smoke, we charge through the night. Pirates of legend, we bring the fight. Gold and silver, the spoils we claim, but freedom's the banner that burns in our flame. The captain, he roars to the plank he go, but we laugh with cheer while the cold winds blow. For in this life of rags and bone, we dance with death and we'll take the throne. Raise the black, raise it high, sing yo ho ho to the sky. Village we plunder, we fight till we die. Raise the black, watch them cry. Yo ho, yo ho, raise the black, raise it high. Yo ho, yo ho, with the storm on the side we fly. Yo ho, yo ho, let the black flags wave. Yo ho, yo ho, we'll send them to their grave. Oh, the sea, she calls our name. The wind, the salt, and the roaring flame. On the horizon, a crimson dawn. With the black flag flying, we march on. Row! Raise the black, raise it high, sing yo ho ho to the sky. Heart a given and no tears to cry. Raise the black, watch them die. Yo ho, yo ho, raise the black, raise it high. Yo ho, yo ho, with a storm on the side we fly. Yo ho, yo ho, let the black flags wave. Yo ho, yo ho, we'll send them to their grave.
Well, that was interesting. Oh, hold up. Just give me one quick second. Let me just adjust a few things here. Where is my... Yeah, nope. Volume should be damn good right now. Damn good. One second here, crew. 1 second, please. Ah, there we go. Huh. Okay. Weird how the audio doesn't want to work here. Let me see. No, that's not it. Ah, okay. There we go. Now it's working properly. Yep, there it is. There it is. Let me just adjust this a little bit. A little higher. Little higher. There we go. Alright, so... Alright, yeah. Microphone's picking up just fine. Alright. Ahoy there, one and all. This is your captain speaking. Coming at you live from your local airspace. Today's going to be a bit of a shorter stream. Mostly just due to the fact that, given the technical difficulties along with crashes in the past, I have whipped up a few different kinds of solutions for today. So, practically just going to be seeing how things are turning out. Quality, bitrate, all that in a bag of chips. While also just keeping a close eye on some monitoring. And at least in terms from what it looks like, I'm coming in crystal clear, but this is only just simply due to the fact that I'm just doing this on Twitch. So, yeah, a lot of factors I've been considering in terms of today's shorter stream. But, of course, as always, manners are indeed in order. I hope all of you are doing fantastic today. We're getting that much closer to the weekend. And as your captain, I just want to say that I'm thoroughly proud of all of you. You've been on that grind, but I also hope you've been taking care of yourselves too. And above all else, as I always state, even if not everyone tells you this, I'm telling you you're still doing a great job. Just don't go too overboard with it, yeah? But for everyone joining in, welcome, welcome. Grab a seat, have a drink. And let's enjoy a nice, short yet sweet type of stream today. Also, as you can tell, I've got loads of energy today. Loads of energy. Took some time to myself, not only just recalibrating everything that it came for the stream, but also kind of just recalibrating everything else that's been going on. Took some time for myself as well. A little bit of soul searching here, a little bit of drinking there. But also, yeah. All around, just been feeling pretty pumped. Things have been slow, starting off, of course, but, that fire that I have for doing stuff like this, it keeps on getting brighter and brighter with each passing day. And I hope it never fades out. Which is also why I brought back Race to Black, because if there's one song from Blackbeards Tavern that I absolutely positively enjoy, it's that one. And I also managed to finally get my new mic working properly, so feel free to, put in emojis or write a message. Give your captain a bit of feedback so he can actually tweak things to the best of my ability. But as in terms for if I'm going to be dual streaming or not, both on Twitch and YouTube, that's gonna be a bit up in the air considering the testing I'm doing now. So that way there isn't really any sort of crashing going on. Because, honestly, even though I'm in a very good mood today, I still always feel bad whenever, I get it. Shit happens, sometimes it's out of your control. But even so, a man of my stature does have to take accountability for when shit goes wrong, especially when it comes to hardware. Hey, Gummin, welcome aboard. But, yeah, so... ahoy. But, yeah, I just kind of wanted to lay it all out on kind of what I've been wanting to do with this. as well as a couple of other things that I've been mostly working on in order to, help with this entire channel, as well as, really getting our names out there, making the world recognize who we are. But, yeah, slow but steady. And things will eventually pan out. But, yeah, I just want to bring that to all of you for your attention. Now, as for what else is there? I think I'm missing something. So yeah, today's pretty much gonna give me a benchmark of where I want to go in terms of what platforms I want to do, as well as if everything goes well with this stream today, then the thing I'm probably gonna have to do is look further into possibly even getting some better internet. Because I did some testing, did some runs, and if I'm wanting to do this whole multi-stream thing, it's gonna have to come at much higher speeds than before. So there's that. Let's see what else is there. Also, timing as well is gonna be up and down, but at the latest, I'm gonna try to keep with the schedule that I've posted. You're going to be on YouTube or Kick. So, given how things have been going in terms of like the dual streaming thing, this is how I'm kind of trying to test out to see if like maybe the whole like dual stream, maybe my hardware can handle it, however my internet cannot, as it would seem. Because given how I'm pretty sure, I also got my browser opened up for the stream, and so far I haven't seen, delays, I haven't seen the quality cut out or any sort of alerts like that. So my plan is to continue streaming both on YouTube and then eventually Kick. But the thing about that is, hold on, let me readjust my mic again. Give me a second. I'm also trying to do this all at the same time. Let's see. Okay. But yeah, let me know if there are any issues. But oh, now I'm really loud. But where was I going with this? Yeah, so practically just testing out the limitations of what I can do. So right now, everything's working well just on one platform. So to me, that signals, hey, Cap, you need some better internet up here. So I'm going to start looking into that and then hopefully start doing multi-streaming again. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, this is more or less just me making sure that we don't have any more of these unnecessary crashes, because I just feel that it ruins the whole vibe of it all. And I'm trying to do everything in my power to make sure that it stops. But with all that being said, let me go ahead and move my ass over here for a moment. Actually, I'm going to put me up here so that way I can still take a look. We will be going back to doing a little bit of Bioshock today because I fucking love that game. But also just, making sure everything's working properly as it should. So, yeah. But hopefully, if everything goes well, then yeah. You can definitely count on me being on other platforms as well. Let me just go ahead and... There we go. Alright. No. Let me see here. on, let me pause that. Holy crap, that audio's loud. Did it get reset? Good lord. Also, I am using my noise-canceling headphones, so I think that's why it sounds a hell of a lot more crisp than before. Good lord. Let's see. Alright, game capture's working fantastically. It's still loud as fuck. Holy crap. Hang on. Let me see. Oh. My volume was stupidly high for that for some odd reason. Okay. Now I can bring the audio back up. Alright, let's take a look-see. Okay, so that's good for me, but I might tweak it just a little bit higher for all of you. There we go. Ah, perfect. Awesome.
Now you had the pleasure of Andrew Ryan's company. He's the one who built this place, and he's the one who ran it into the ground.
Ah, Tommy gun.
Maybe he went mad. Maybe the power got to him.
But,
Maybe
yeah.
he just decided he didn't like people.
Let's just say a lot of gears are going to be turning in the background for me, and your captain's going to be doing some much-needed changes, upgrades, and maintenance behind the scenes. But hopefully, yeah. You can definitely count on there being a lot smoother streams going forward. Also, let me just bring back my browser on this monitor so that way I could still keep track of the quality. Okay, so the connection is still fine. The quality, though, is still kind of jumping up and down. So, yeah, definitely gonna have to do something about that shitty-ass internet that I have. More hacking, or in this case, plumbing. If only it was that easy back when I used to do it. Just connect the pipes and go at it. Which actually, surprisingly enough, they have been making plumbing a lot easier in terms of copper pipe installations. So you don't have to actually go in and start soldering everything. Like how I was actually taught back in the service. So in case, you know, there's any leaks or something, you don't have to necessarily like reheat or cut apart your piping that you've installed or replaced. You could just unhook, put in a new part, and then boom, there you go. Speaking of leaks, man, does this place leak. I just love the atmosphere in this game. Ooh. Oh, I'm full. We're full, we're healthy, and we're feeling absolutely dangerous. The only thing I'm missing is a sweet jacket and a hat. I usually was never a big fan of dressing up nicely, but back then when I went to my high school prom, I actually had a pretty sweet looking outfit to the point of where I looked like a 1920s mobster. And man, I think I wore that thing pretty good. Oh, I do not have enough, but we're gonna make this work. Come here. We definitely haven't thought this all the way through. Whoa, what the? That kind of fucked me up. Oh, we almost got him. Keyword being almost. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Gotcha. I think I was getting hit from... Yep. Come here, come here. Whew. Yeah, hard mode is definitely hard mode, because good lord, we went through a lot of ammunition. Oh, that worked out rather nicely. Yeah, I'm just gonna put on this swirly one, just for shits and giggles. Oh, the middle mouse button allows me to change the ammo type too. Nice. Okay, we actually survived that pretty damn well. How about that? Woohoo! Alright, that one's gone. Whew! We're really, really dry right now. Alright, rescue. Even though I love some gratuitous violence, I still have somewhat of a heart.
You have shown kindness to my little one. But are you really a friend to us? Regardless, a little one brings you a gift to demonstrate our appreciation.
Tenenbaum wants to reward you. The reward will be inside a teddy bear at the Gatherer's Garden. Ooh. Alright, what we got here? Medical expert. With medical expert, you, yes, you... Oh, no, wait. Your first aid kit will go further, healing sickness and injury at a rate you are sure to find astonishing. Don't use the first aid kit without your best friend, the medical expert. I just absolutely love how everything is just a one big advertisement. It really shows just how ahead of its time this this game was. How about you take a little seat, yeah? You take a little seat. I mean, hell, that'll work. Ooh. Gonna need some of that. And that. See, this is kind of like linear levels done right. You know, you get just enough room to really explore without it being too just wide open and just too boring. Because big open spaces are good, but big open empty spaces, not so much. I feel like I jump higher in this game than I used to do than when I did back on the 360. That turret would be working overtime.
What?
Come on, do it, do it. It'll be funny. Best game of catch I've ever played. Surprise! Plus, I always did kind of like the aesthetics that some of the guns have. Especially when we start upgrading them, they just get absolutely crazy with the upgrades, and I love it. Also, let me know how the volume is for the game. Yeah, got big plans for the future, but everything takes some time. I don't think they noticed us yet. You have found the reward from Tenenbaum for saving Little Sisters. Ah, Plasmid. Hypnotize Big Daddy. Need a bodyguard in a pinch? Our new Hypnotized Plasmid will fool a Big Daddy, protecting you as if you were its own little sister. Yeah, side effects are not permanent. Yeet. Here, catch. I'll take that. Ow. I switched. Booyah. Alright. Let's see. Ooh, we got some upgrades. Oh, and they still got my favorites. The good old Winter Blast. But first, let's get some space. Alright, we already saw that one. Yeah, nah, we'll be good. Whew. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Whoops. Other than that, working behind the scenes and whatnot, things have been going pretty damn good. Been getting even stronger at the gym. Getting some... even started to get more and more friends to work out with different, at different times throughout the week, so... I always did enjoy seeing other people get motivated for health, but even hell, it gets me to motivate to push even harder than before. And we got a thing over here. Other than what's also going to be going on for this weekend, we do have, like I said before, we do have some collaborations happening, but I just need to get a more concrete answer from a few wonderful individuals before I would know for sure. And if not, well, we'll adjust. We'll adjust fire in case plans fall through. Because I know a lot of times whenever, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you can relate. When things don't always go according to plan, it does get a little frustrating. But you know, after a while, you start to kind of get used to it in a way where, hey, if it doesn't fall through, now you got that extra time to really think about what you want to do for the day. Because I was, back then I was raised, you know, punctuality, Make sure you have plans and you stick to them. But, you know, as you grow, you realize that's not always going to be the case. But instead of getting frustrated over it, you know, you learn to adapt. And when you do, you know, stuff like that doesn't really bother you anymore. Excuse me, good sir. I was trying to have a nice little chat about life. Rude. You frickin' Lord Sidious looking motherfucker. Anywho. Yeah. Having that resilience and flexibility, you can't really have your day ruined if your plans don't necessarily fall through. Now, of course, if your plans are to absolutely do nothing, then work calls you in, well, then that's a totally different can of worms, I should say.
And one day, gentlemen stopped calling.
Maybe because you have some attachment issues there, lass. I want what's ever up there. Nice. I love using telekinesis. Let me ask you all a question. If you had, like, one superpower, like, what would it actually be? Actually, don't answer that. Let's wait after this little moment.
Atlas radioed on ahead. Says you're looking for an invite to the fisheries. Nuts,
Perhaps.
I say. But if in your heads up to the Wharf Master's office and find old Peach on research camera, maybe I could manage an invite. What was that? My friend, you are fucked.
Nope, nope, nope. No, no, I don't think so. I mean, you are currently on fire, but not in a way that... Ooh. I mean, granted, she is flexible, but I feel like she's a bit, how do you say, clingy?
It's too tough for you. Look on the belt. You'll find something to keep you alive. Now, go get that camera and then snapshots of
Hell
those
yeah.
that crawls on the ceiling. Then I'll let you into the fisheries. Just
Can
remember,
do.
sonny friend, I smell an ounce of Fontaine on you, and I'll have you in a box. Atlas gives you the voucher.
Today, Junior.
My eye just on his say-so.
Grown man jumping at ghosts. Fontaine's dead, and everybody knows it.
I still got two little
In the
sisters to
ground
save.
for months, and half the place still jumping at his shadow. Christ, even Ryan. You never mind all that. We got work to do.
Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, give me that good stuff. Yeah, that's the stuff. That's the good stuff. But yeah, going back to the whole thing, if you had like one superpower, what would it be? Flying, super strength, invisibility, telekinesis, mind reading?
Seems like old Peach knows where to find a research camera. He seems a decent enough sort. No doubt he'll wait until after you've done his errands to stick a shiv in your belly.
That sounds about right. I captured the wrong thing, but it's okay. I hear a security camera, though. Alright. As for what I would want in terms of a superpower. Let me think about this. Honestly, travel would just be nice, like instant transmission, like how Goku does it. I don't really would need much of anything else in terms of, you know, super strength or anything like that. But in order to travel without even needing a car or anything else like that, hell. Instant just transportation is all I need. Kind of like... That was like a very old movie. What was that called? It was with the same actor that played Anakin Skywalker in the prequels. I think the movie was called Jumper or something like that. It might have been called Jumper. But practically the dude, you know, he thought of where he needed to go and then just poof, it happened. And I always thought to myself, it's like, you know what, with all the superpowers you have out there, right? At least teleportation isn't something that you necessarily, you know, you don't have to become a superhero per se, but at least you could use it in a way where not everyone's gonna notice you. I mean, especially if you're just smart about it. Why does that keep popping up? What's... Oh, I keep hitting shift. I was so used to using shift as like a dodge mechanic, I keep hitting it by accident. Well, that was quite an encounter. Okay, I did see a Big Daddy walking by. So when there's a Big Daddy walking by, he's gonna try and summon a little sister. And I don't see him anywhere. Well, anyways, onward to our adventure. But, yeah. Honestly, just teleportation would be nice. You ain't gotta worry about flights, or car payments. Hell, much of anything, really. I mean, if you really even think about it, right? Like, say, whatchamacallit? Say, for example, you could even start your own teleporting business, right? So instead of, you know, people trying to go on airplanes or cars and whatnot, like, you could literally say, it's like, hey, what's your destination? Depending on how far it is, you know, you pay a certain fee, and then I'll pick you up around this date. Oh, how nice of them. I mean, they were just standing right there, so... They looked a little cold, so I decided to warm them up. So I feel like, at least with, you know, teleportation, there is absolutely a lot you can go with. The only real downside is you might be put on the watch list just in case people think you're gonna start stealing shit. But like I said, once you get an actual business of teleporting people to where they want to go, charging a small fee for it, I mean, pfft, you ain't gotta worry about that. You ain't gotta worry about finances at all. Trying to actually think of what other downsides you would have for teleportation. I guess you could say if you think of a place to teleport, you know, like maybe what if you're dreaming, right? Say you're dreaming of a place you really enjoyed going to, and you ended up like teleporting there, just out of nowhere. That would actually would be a pretty bad time. You fuck off. what you fucking get. Ooh, well. Yeah, he's still pretty damn tanky. Time to change locations. Woohoo! Woohoo! Whoa. Let's switch back to that. I'm running out of space here. Oh, that's not good. Holy shit bucket. Okay, well, that got a little hairy there. But yeah, the other thing you would really have to worry about in terms of teleportation is if anyone actually found you out. No worries. Ooh, we actually got enough to get one of the other plasmids. Let's go back and grab it. Because the ice one is by far my favorite. And we're gonna need it for this next section. Where is it? Winter Blast.
Freeze your enemies. Shatter them into 1,000 pieces.
I like how family friendly these advertisements are. While also being, at the same time, just as brutal as possible. Alright, anyways, going back to it. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Wait, can I blow these up? I can. I just don't want to have to be going through this entire place like I'm trying to go through a minefield in World War I. Ow! First off, rude. And I know just traded out telekinesis, so... Oh, hey, there's another one down there. Where'd he go? Where did you go? Considering what we have right now in terms of ammunition, I don't think we can take him on. Not yet, anyway. Oh. That's what was trying to kill me. Now see, that's some attention to detail. When you hack something and it shows that it's even frozen on the exterior like that. They didn't have to put it in there, but I like that they did that. really like that they did that. Okay, let's see. I need... Yep, there's the one. And it's mine now. Can't catch a bloody break around here. Especially on this difficulty. She's dead. She's dead. Okay? She's dead. Okay. We cool. Even if you do hack the turret, like, sometimes you still have that look of just, okay, you know, just don't hurt me, I won't hurt you. Oh, I'm too short. Well, at least we don't have to worry about that anymore. Ooh, that actually worked out rather nicely. But yeah, teleportation would be my overall just kind of go-to. I mean, don't get me wrong, flying wouldn't be so bad either, but at the same time, last thing I want to see is just trying to go over a border or something to a different country, only to have two jets saying you're in an airspace, land now, or we will open fire on you. While teleportation is like, boop, I'm just there. Not to mention, you also got to worry about all the wildlife, and how high you can actually fly before freezing to death or losing oxygen. A lot of factors to consider. But like I said, hell, even teleportation, if you think about it hard enough while also asleep, can you imagine just waking up in the middle of the freaking ocean or something like that? Ugh. So, you know, there are quite a few drawbacks to having some sort of superpower. Or, you know, if you get revealed, then people will start expecting you to go around saving everyone while you're just trying to, you know, take a family trip or something. So, that just, I guess you could say that all that attention could, you know, really change your life. Not necessarily always for the better, because not everyone is cut out to, you know, be doing things to save lives and whatnot. Also,
Looks just like one you'd see topside. According to this magazine article I scrounged up, it can also analyze genetic information,
take a quick drink.
biological structures, lots of other $5 words.
But yeah, teleportation, definitely a big one. If you could teleport, you won't need a car. Yeah, you wouldn't need a car, right? I would still carry around my passport, but you wouldn't need a car. You wouldn't have to take the train or the bus or even the plane. You could just go. Whew. Well, that was a close one, wasn't it? Oh, goody, there's more of you. Come here. Come here, you. We gonna hack you. You wonder, like, if you study enough electronics and everything else for just wiring things, you think that this is just all that it looks like in someone's head? But, yeah, no. I think with teleportation, yeah, the worst thing you would have to worry about is getting all that unnecessary attention. But if you're slick, right, if you know, like, where you can be without anyone actually being there, I think you could pretty much get away with it without anyone noticing. Yeah, teleportation would be a big one for me. I'm actually trying to see, like, what other superpowers would have, like, huge drawbacks as well. I know, for example, for one thing, like mind reading. Like let's play devil's advocate for a moment, right? Let's say, for example, you can control when you want to read people's minds, but at the same time, I would feel that you would just have so much, trust issues and insecurities about people. I read a book about a space pilot that was put out of the job when people invented dimensional gates. Yeah. Especially if it's, like, even better for the environment itself. But, I mean, hey, at the same time, a story like that, Gunman, it actually makes a lot of sense. To the point of where it's just like, we had this type of transportation, now we switched over to this. I mean, it's kind of the same way how, most, not all, right, but most of humanity has switched over to gas-powered vehicles for transportation rather than horse and carriage. So, putting, like, pilots and everything close to practically out of the job with those interdimensional gates, it's like, yeah, it kind of makes sense in a way. It was a comedy about how space pilots were basically cowboys throughout the galaxy when they turned homeless. That's actually pretty neat way of looking at it. Better get out of the way before I get caught in the crossfire. But that actually sounds like it would be a pretty cool show. Or hell, anime. That's what actually got me into Outlaw Stars. Just nothing but, like, well, technically space pirates, but kind of along the same things of just ex-pilots that just turned outlaws just because things, business hasn't been great. There we go. Ow! There's still another. Ow. Damn, there are a lot more turrets than what I remember. Frickin' ow. Sheesh. Alright, I'm gonna use this one, then we're going to use... I need one of these, one of those, another one of these, one of these, this one, and... just had enough. But that does sound like a pretty fun read, though. Pardon me. Ooh. Oh, thank goodness. There's still so many medkits spread around. Whee! Now we're drunk. I'll just take that as well. Well, things definitely escalated quickly. I'm still surprised that a lot of this plumbing around here still works. I mean, granted, sanitation is at an all-time low, but hey, the plumbing still works. So if you ever find yourself in a situation like this, at least you could shit in peace. The book series is the first called We'll Save the Galaxy for Food. I think I've heard about that series before, yeah. Because I think it was around the same... No, not necessarily the same time, but close to like how Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy came out. It's almost was kind of in that same type of breath in terms of like space comedy. Come on, I can do it. Yeah, hacking while in midair. Yeah, teleportation would be pretty good. Mind reading, obviously, wouldn't be the best for, in terms of just your sanity, all things considered. Like, even if you could just, voluntarily, I don't know, didn't read that. Oh, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Highly recommended. Even they made a movie about it, and I still find posts of it. It's just like if you know the meaning of life, and people go like love, happiness. But if you've read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and you answered the number 42, then you know exactly why they mentioned 42. But yeah, that's definitely another read I highly recommend. Because it's almost like it kind of plays on the whole thing of just space travel and also just how different life actually is compared to whatever religion and like earth science told you about. And the character reacts to it, goes like, oh my god, I can't believe like this was all, this was not what I expected, but it's a pretty interesting read. And some of the stuff is just absolutely just hilarious. I do remember one chapter, they were aboard a ship by these like really, really just nasty aliens that did quote unquote horrible interrogation. And by horrible interrogation means that if they caught you aboard their ship, right, they would, strap you down, right? Keep you nice and awake. And their form of torture was, get this, horrible poetry. They were literally trying to kill your brain cells with horrible poetry. Now, for the character who comes from Earth, it doesn't really affect him because for us, our intelligence, according to the universe, is not the most advanced. But his buddy, who was actually an alien who was on Earth for that, he was suffering because his IQ was so high, and the fact that the poetry made absolutely zero fucking sense, it just hurt him even more. Like he was passing out from the horrible poetry, and I just go, that's the type of shit you just can't make up. Just you're getting tortured by aliens from another galaxy with horrible poetry. And I'm just sitting there, I'm just going, you know what? That's good. That's good. Not to mention that they start playing around with the whole thing of, how they had the whole theory of light speed. But the main ship that they find themselves on, number one, it was stolen by a president of another planet. That, instead of, how light speed, you kind of have to plot coordinates to get from point A to point B. Like, kind of like accelerating your car, right? But instead of that, it's literally just a randomizer of wherever you go into the universe. So it's a literal roll of the dice. You're going to end up going somewhere else. But seeing how it's such an inconsistent type of teleportation, you also get hit with some side effects because you're basically breaking a whole bunch of laws of physics with this fucking spaceship. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to spoil too much, but it's a really good read. But if you don't have the time for it, do check out the movie. It's actually pretty hilarious. Oh, yes, and the best tool to bring along whenever you're going space traveling is a towel. You have to bring a towel. Yeah. There was definitely a lot of creativity behind that one. I really enjoyed it. Are we completely full? We can't be full. Oh, holy shit, we are full. I honestly thought I was gonna be scavenging for more parts and ammo. Hey, but at least now we can actually fight that Big Daddy. Smile, you're on camera.
Now get me some snaps on those spider splicers, and don't come back down here till you've done my research.
You can take multiple snaps.
Long day
are weak, but he is strong.
So yeah, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, really just a fun read. One of the very few books I actually really did enjoy reading back then. Cheese. I love it. This is why I love the Winter Blast so much. Oh, things definitely escalated quickly here.
You think you know me?
Security bullseye. For those pesky security cameras getting you down, simply tag your enemies with the photoelectric insects, and those cameras and turrets will become your best friend. Splice security bullseye today. Are you going to go through all the Bioshock games? I do, yeah. I'm thinking about just kind of breaking it up a little bit. So, like, you know, we'll get done with Bioshock 1, we'll go back to the first Berserk, maybe even finish the first Berserk, then go to, like, Bioshock 2, and then to a different game, and then finally Bioshock Infinite. So, kind of going through all of them, but not to the point of where it feels overly saturated. Let's see if I can get this guy.
You think you can trick me?
I do remember there's a way to zoom. I can't remember what it was. Customize keys. Command, keybind 1, equipment. Toggle zoom Z. Okay. I love when I find the camera for the first time and it's just like, you gotta take pictures of literally everything. So yeah, cameras. Film especially is gonna be our new best friend. Actually, you know what? I don't think we need that. Perfect. And hacking. Because why waste bullets when you could have everything else waste the bullets for you? Wait. Waste their own bullets instead of yours. Yeah, that's better. You know what? I can work with this one. And then there, and then right there, and right there. Perfect. Yeah. Bioshock is definitely just by far one of my favorite games of all time. I mean, sure, there are like some things that are some flaws in the story, all things considered, but the world itself is what really got to me. Just the overall creativity of taking just a world, putting it underwater, but also bringing out like mindsets of politics, you know, religion, art, all those things of where we're told to, you know, you could push the boundaries, but not too hard. And for this game to be like, yeah, well, what if people abuse the absolute living hell out of that? And then you go, well, that would be pretty damn dangerous, now wouldn't it? Can I open this? No, I can't. I hear the Big Daddy, though. Hopefully we have enough health kits. we're definitely going to need a lot more health kits. That's for damn sure. Whew.
You have the research camera? Good.
Yep.
Guess it's time to get to work for old Peachy. Take the man's pictures, and let's get the hell out of this place.
But Atlas, I just got here. At least let me take in the sights, you know. I've already met the locals. Quite the rambunctious. Well, you know what time it is. Ah, we're out of ammo. No! Or, in this case, out of film. Maybe I got a little too carried away with snapping at everything. No film in the camera. Damn. But, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, like, going back to the whole thing about mind reading. Surprise! Draw, bitch. Yeah, mind reading. You would have, like, major amounts of trust issues with that. But then again, on the one hand, you can make one hell of a good, detective service. Exposing people, knowing when they're lying. And it would definitely benefit a lot of couples, too. If they think that their partner's cheating on them. But like I said, everything has a use, but also could be a double-edged sword. If not taken care of properly. Let's see, I'm trying to think of what other superpowers you would have. Even stuff like, for example, I don't know, like the Human Torch, how your only real effect is just that, yeah, you could get really hot, but your use would be very, very specific. I mean, you would be probably great at metalwork since you have to generate your own heat in order to melt metal, so there's an idea for that.
The thought of me wife and child hiding in that filthy submarine makes me blood boil. Help me get them to safety, and I'll be in your debt for life.
But let's see, what else am I thinking of? Actually, that would be a pretty cool... That'd be a pretty cool, just, I guess, show. It's just like, hey, you know, I'm not a hero, but I have superpowers or something like that. You just show, like, people having superpowers, but they don't use it, you know, to fight crime or anything else of that nature, but, like, for their usual everyday activities. Because I know, at least in terms of, like, The Boys, they try to show, like, if superheroes were a bit more on the realistic side of things, that made sense. But what if it was just superpowers of people that didn't want to be heroes? They just used it for everyday type of activities. I don't know. I think it would be kind of interesting. See, like, some of the good stuff as well as some of the drawbacks that they would have. I think it'd actually be pretty cool to see. Let's see here. What other superpowers are there? Super speed, for one thing. Now, I'm not going to go too crazy in terms of, like, you're moving so fast, like, time slows down. Because, I mean, that can be the case, but also at the same time, you also got to think about it this way. Would you be able to handle it properly if you knew where you were going? Because if you can't slow down in time, or you can't react fast enough, and you just become a splat on the wall or a car, I'm just saying, you know, super speed sounds cool in theory, but if you yourself mentally can't keep up with it, well, then it becomes, yeah, then it's something else entirely. Ooh. We gonna be taking plenty of pictures now. Bad decision to be in the water there, mate. Very bad decision. Well, I mean, that was supposed to kill him instantly. Keyword being supposed to. But yeah. I just honestly think that, you know, we talk about superpowers and which ones we actually want to have, but never really get down to where it's like, oh, but what if this happens or what if that happens? I guess it's like one of those things you could really just sit down with a bunch of friends and just talk about.
Are you ever bringing old Peach them snappies, or are you just sightseeing?
I'm sightseeing. Hell yeah. This guy really needs to chill out. Yes, I will make puns in this game, and you cannot stop me. But, yeah. Let's see, also going into stuff like super speed. Like, going off of just what we have currently in this day and age, you would need to have sneakers made out of absolute just... like, really just heat-resistant type of rubber. And even then, you know, you need something that would just completely block out all that heat from even melting your own feet at that point because of all the friction. So, another big drawback, you actually need to have something that can keep up with it. Because if you try to go, like, let's just say 100 miles an hour in shoes, yeah, your first, I would guess I want to say mile in just that, yeah, your shoes are already gone. Your shoes are just gone. So, you know, things we don't really ask ourselves. Like, we would love to have these powers, but... it's like, you never really ask yourself the main questions of just like, could you handle it? Would it work? And what happens if it goes wrong? Well, that was nuts. Let's see, what other powers are there? I mean, another one could be, like, some simple breathing underwater, perhaps? Although, even if, let's say, for example, you can breathe underwater, right? Another not so useful superpower, but hey, some people might want it. True, you could go scuba diving without needing to it, but you still won't be able to hit much of those really deep depths without your body practically crushing like a tin can. So, there's limitations to that right there. And not to mention, let's say you can also communicate with the wildlife. 9 times out of 10, especially for the ones that are just there to constantly eat, I don't think they're going to be much of a talkative mood to just say, yeah, I won't try to gnaw at your sides or your legs just because you're inside my head.
This is the wages of sin. I'll find you, sinner, and worship you.
Gotcha. It's about to get hot in here. Never have enough blue juice in me. I just love how overpowered Winter Blast is. But let's see, what else is there? we got a lot more ammo. Oh, he's in the walls. He's in the goddamn walls. Anyway. Yeah. If we want to put any of these superpowers in a realistic type of sense, yeah. There would be a whole bunch of factors to consider before even testing out those powers. Let's see. And I'm trying to just go off like just like basic and generic ones. I'm pretty sure if we get into the more advanced ones like advanced healing or other ones of that nature, you know, definitely a fun little conversation to have, you know, trying to play devil's advocate. It's like you have these powers, but if we were to take this in a modern sense, you know, you would have this problem, this problem, this problem. Gotcha. Oh, that worked out well. That's the good stuff right there. Oh, we can hack these? Yeah, I keep forgetting. It's only those first couple of codes that you can't really hack, but after that, yeah, you practically could go nuts and hack anything. Let's see, what other ones would there be? What are some ones that you could have that would just have some drawbacks? X-ray vision, maybe?
We saw our Marsha today. We barely recognize her. That's her, Sam said. You're crazy, I told him. That thing? This, that is our Marsha? But he was right. She was drawing blood out of a corpse by Fontaine Fisheries. And then when she was done, she walked off hand in hand with one of those awful golems. Marsha!
That's heavy. But that's also some damn good story writing. Open sesame. Oh, yeah, give me that blueberry.
Mr. Ryan, I believe in Rapture.
Oh, hi.
But that doesn't mean we always win. Fontaine Futuristics is the biggest thing going in Rapture. So let me be plain. When we arrest that tow rag Fontaine for his thieving and smuggling, we must make it clear that we won't touch his business interests. We sit on the council because these poor sods trust us. Not because God gave us a chair.
Don't worry, you'll get a turn. Everyone's gonna get a turn. Ooh, static discharge too. Even better. They're all just lining up right outside the door. Y'all need to calm down, alright? Just chill. You gotta just chill, okay? Ain't no need to get so worked up. Sheesh. Nothing there. Anyways, pressing right along. Seeing how we're not coming back here. Also grab a med kit. Nani? What was that noise? Must have been my imagination. just gotta... Easy peasy. Oh, it actually landed upstairs. I was kind of hoping that I could get one of those bots. Because good lord. Can I take a picture of it? Nice. I mean, it's out of commission right now, but a picture's a picture. And let's get this. We're gonna get this. Put this right there. And one more. Where are you? There we go. Look at this little guy go. Got a little propeller and everything. Let's see. I'm trying to think of some other superpowers. Or better yet, crew. Give me a superpower and let's see if we could dissect it and bring out some cons from it. I'm kind of curious about everyone else's mindset behind it. Let's see if we could get some cons from certain powers. 'Cause I'm curious to hear your guys' mindset as well. Oh, can't smash that.
Rapture's changing, but Ryan can't see the wolves in the woods. This Fontaine fella.
Oh, what the?
Crook and
Oh, hey.
proper tea leaf, but he's got the Adam, and that makes him the governor. Sinking the profits back into bigger and better plasmids, building them Fontaine poorhouses, or like Fontaine recruiting centres. Before we know it, bloke's gonna have an army of splicers. We're gonna have ourselves
Fish.
a whole heap of miseries.
Really shows how heavy these big daddies are if they could just walk around like that. I heard something spin up. Remember, take photos of everything. I feel like Joe Jameson with fucking Spider-Man. I need you to take pictures of everything, Parker! You gotta take pictures of everything! I want full pictures of Spider-Man! Give me all the pictures! Give me all the pictures! Still just one of the best just interpretations of Joe Jameson in the original Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. I absolutely love that actor that played him. Hey, damn it, Parker! I need pictures of Spider-Man! As he lets up another freaking cigar in his mouth. It's the most angry, but still just awesome character in all of Spider-Man. Especially when they brought him back from, what was it, Tom Holland? I think that's his name, right? Tom Holland Spider-Man. I remember when I saw that, and like everyone, even in the theater, erupted when they saw him come back. But now he had like a bald head and everything else. I was just, yep. We came here for Spider-Man, but we were so happy that Joe Jameson came back. Damn, Parker, I need pictures of Spider-Man. I need all the pictures. I need to know where he eats, where he sleeps. I need all the pictures of Spider-Man, Parker. Oh, man. Good fucking times, too. Oh, no. Oh, wait. I'm like, oh, we don't have enough. And I just go, oh, yes, we do. That was a lot more effective than I thought. I was really just trying to get a picture to maximize, you know, the amount that we would have. I just didn't think they were gonna tear up that dude that badly, that quick. But I mean, hey, the more you know, the more you know. Yep. I still remember watching like a lot of the other Spider-Mans that came up after Tobey Maguire, but none of them really hit as good as his was. I will say this much, it wasn't Tom Holland. I keep forgetting the actor that came before him. If you know who I'm talking about, though. Where it was a bit more, it felt a bit more like the actual Peter Parker. You know, he's smart and everything else, girlfriend, confidence, all that. I really like that type of version that they portrayed. It was familiar, different, but in a good way. But with Tom Holland's Spider-Man, I'm gonna be transparent with all of you. I did not like him playing as Spider-Man. Not necessarily that he did a poor job acting like him, but given the fact that the lines that he was given are just how they were trying to make him act these behaviors out, I didn't like it. You know, it felt there wasn't real any type of progressive growth with the guy. Hey, get back here, you. Freeze, you. Alright, I know that means they're maxed out. Oh, what's the matter? Couldn't pull the trigger fast enough? Shame. Get it all spliced up, but your trigger pull is horrendous. Yeah, I couldn't really get into his Spider-Man character. Like, it started off, you know, okay, high school kid, what have you. Okay, cool. But the fact that his behavior almost kind of to the point of regressed after the war. Because I thought, you know, he'd be a bit of more of on the mature side, you know. Even though he's still technically in high school. The fact that you've gone through a literal intergalactic war, I don't know, you would probably be in a much more of a hardened and mature mindset at that point. That's just kind of how it is, but it almost felt like his behavior regressed backwards, even though he went through all of that and then some. But then again, can't really blame the actor for it. It's just more or less just how they made him... What's the term I'm looking for? Made him act it out. So... it's more or less just me seeing... Oh, I see you.
We tricked you, monster.
But yeah, I didn't like that version. Like I said, nothing against the actor himself. It's just that version of Peter Parker. I'm right here. Freeze. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. A bit more. And should be good. Hell yeah.
Sounds like that should about do it. Head on back to Fontaine's Fisheries when you're ready, would you kindly?
Yeah, sure, not a problem at all. But first things first, I must explore even further than before. Plus also kind of considering that they didn't really even bring back the symbiote arc for any of the ones except Tobey Maguire's, and even that one was kind of short-lived. I don't know, there's just a lot of... there's too much switching around of which Spider-Man was doing what, to the point of where I guess you could say I kind of got tired of the inconsistencies that they were doing. Like, I know we get a new generation like Batman, Superman, and all that, but even then, you know, it kind of gets to the point of where you gotta give me something a bit more stable, a bit more grounded. I don't know. That's just me. Let's take a picture of that. Yeah, I mean, some people liked the Tom Holland Spider-Man. But to me, it was like, the action was good, but for some odd reason, I couldn't really like that version of Peter Parker. It didn't stick with me. It didn't feel like his character was given the right kind of growth. And I honestly don't know what the director was thinking for it, so... But that's just me. Side rant over. I still need to find that one last Big Daddy.
I can't help feel God's punishing me for bringing her and Patrick to this place. I thought this would be a better life for us. Can you imagine a bigger fool than that?
Oh no, I can think of some pretty big fools. We kind of live in a society with a lot of fools. I don't have to imagine hard. I already know. Atlas, trust me, I already know. Okay, I still hear him. He's somewhere. Oh, here we go. Gotta take all the pictures. All the pictures. Luckily, we got all that. Alright, let's see. Armor piercing. Ooh, we actually got a good amount of armor piercing. Preparation is key, after all. Give me the electrical rounds. Whoops. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Just gotta let all those grenades pile up in there. God damn, do I love armor-piercing rounds. Is he stuck? Oh, he's stuck. Oh, he's really stuck. Ooh. We really messed up his pathing there. Come here. Don't worry, I am trying to help you. Sheesh. There.
You saved me.
No thanks needed. Tenenbaum will see to that. Yeah. Let's see. Actually, do we have anything extra we could possibly get? We got plasmid slots, machine buster, Eve Link. Hold on. Let's be smart about this, yeah? Let's be smart about this. Alright, what we got? Okay, so we don't have anything really to open up. But we can at least open up another plasmid spot. I'm thinking telekinesis. There we go. Nice, now we can use a lot more of a wider variety. Oh, hi. You, I was gonna say, you gonna come down from there, or... I tried to take a picture as a stone is falling on top of me. I better back up. Alright, I still have the... Oh, I'm in quite a predicament here. I guess you could say I'm giving you the cold shoulder. Alright, let's go ahead and reload here. Hell yeah. Bitch.
Easy, Watcher. Research them up right. Come on in and show us those snappies.
Yeah, in a minute. I just gotta get through scavenging practically everything else around here. Actually, since we were on the topic about Spider-Man, would you actually like to have Spider-Man's powers, or is that kind of more or less of a no? Because, I mean, you do get to crawl on walls and ceilings and whatnot. Ooh, Wrench Lurker. When fighting those stronger or faster than yourself, you'll need every advantage possible in a scrum. Wrench Lurker allows you to make the most of your opportunities when the antagonist is caught off guard. Supplies are limited. Static discharge. No, we'll hold on to that for the time being. Not sure if I would really actually want Spider-Man's powers. Not a whole lot I could really do with those. But if we were to stay in that universe, the Venom suit, 100% would. Because number one, you don't have to worry about what you eat, because you're eating for 2 people at this point. And 2, that suit could practically become anything for you, so another plus side to that. And we'll top off the Eve hypos as well. I think that's it. Yeah, no, we should be good. Knock, knock.
The warp rat didn't get himself at. You got something from me and my crew? Or are you just looking to get criticized? You
Bit of both.
sit here a spell. I needs to set on some coffee. Maybe put on silverware and the like.
I mean, if you would be so kind.
Before you head into the fisheries, a word to the wise. Old Peachy seems about as straight as a dog's hind leg. You keep your eyes open.
Nobody walks into my swampy carrying night. Put your weapons in the door, and then I'll let you in.
Fewer overloads.
That's a price. You're gonna have to pay it. But he can't very well take your plasmas away now, can he?
Oh no, not one bit. Anyway, this is practically where I'm gonna have to call it for today's stream. Because so far, at least from what I've been gathering, you know, it's working fairly well for the most part. I might go ahead and... Alright, there we go. I might go ahead and possibly do... the usual stuff tomorrow in terms of dual streaming. Just to kind of see where I'm at. Because so far today has been pretty damn smooth. But I do want to see where everything else will be. Hopefully everything works well tomorrow. Fingers crossed. But also I got a whole bunch more background tweaks and twangs that I need to take care of. So... But... at the same time, everything, at least on OBS, seems to be working just fine. And I hope that it stays that way. Other than that, I will try to do a much more earlier and longer stream tomorrow, depending on what I got going on. But like I said, latest is always going to be around 7 o'clock Central Time. Other than that, anything regarding to Saturday and Sunday, that's still gonna be in the works, but just keep an eye out on both my Discord as well as my Twitter. I'll let you all know about what exactly will be going on probably closely to about tomorrow once I get everything concrete. But other than that, I would have to say, yeah, thank you for coming in, having a drink, you know, did a bit of rambling, talking about superpowers and what have you. And, I mean, everything's been looking good in terms of, at least, well, the stream quality as a whole. So, gonna really maximize it just to see what we're at for it tomorrow. But, yeah, then I'll kind of get a much better idea of where I'm gonna go from there. But I think that's pretty much gonna have to do it for me. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. I will at least be able to upload the VODs for this as soon as I'm done here. But, yeah. We'll just have to wait and see. Because from at least what I can gather, it looks to be more on the side of my internet. Seeing how I have tweaked my hardware to handle stuff a lot easier now. But we'll just have to wait and see. Other than that, yeah, that's gonna have to do it for me for today. And, hey, keep that chin up, you know, keep yourselves motivated, because tomorrow is Friday after all. Appreciate it, gunman. Thank you all for coming in. Please do stay safe. And as always, stay free, because we're pirates, you and me. And I will see you all same time, same place, different shenanigans. Take care, crew.